Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today's gonna be a bit of a different video because, as you can see, face cam. I've never really shown my face, but I thought this is a very important video to make. So I do want to be here, I want to put my face in here. In case I get silenced, you'll know what's up. If I die, you'll know what's up. And so, you probably read it from the title. You might be thinking like, is this a meme? But no, this is 100% serious. Very, very, very serious. And that is that Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Balls in general, is furry propaganda. And you might be thinking like, what do you mean furry propaganda? It's just an anime, it's just a manga. It ain't that deep. But here's the thing. There's a lot of furries in there. And it's like a dog whistle for furries in general. And you might be thinking, why? Why is it a dog whistle? Well, to tell you, first off, it starts off in the future in a normal human world, right? Normal human universe, blah, 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 whatever. But there's this little boy. He has a tail. In fact, that tail is very furry. It's a monkey tail, which should be like, hey, wait a minute, I get it. I'm starting to see where the whole furry shit comes from. But not only that, afterwards, as the story goes along, we find out, hey, he's actually a were-furry. He becomes a giant monkey once every month. And while he becomes a giant monkey, he is all-powerful. He cannot contain himself, and he will destroy everything around us. And that's actually how his adopted father/grandfather figure died, because Goku Furry Monster Ape killed him in cold blood. And that in and of itself is a signal towards other furries, being like, don't worry boys, we will take over the earth, we will transform into huge ape monkeys, and we will destroy normal human beings. We will enslave them and we will make furries out of them, or we will kill them and harvest them for resources. And you might be thinking, wait a minute, it's only Goku, right? No, it's an entire race. It's a race of furries. It's a race of big boy monkey King Kong furries. All of the Saiyans are furries. And coincidentally, the Saiyans are the most powerful. Is it a coincidence though? I don't think so. Though the Saiyans were introduced very early on in the show. Therefore, they couldn't really be as subtle because they didn't think anyone would notice. But as soon as people start to notice, wait a minute, is this furry propaganda? The creators of the show were like, oh shit, we gotta be more subtle about it. And so instead of going full on furry, they just make all the powerful characters have tails. And you may be thinking, wait a minute, do they have tails? Yes. Now let's keep in mind that they've started to become more subtle about the furry stuff, right? So, think back to the show. Have you noticed that a lot of the enemies, a lot of the powerful people in the show had tails? Well, Saiyans, obviously, all of them had tails, because that's their race. They're the Ubermensch race of furry overlords that are destined to take over the world. But also, Cell, one of the big boy main villains, he had a tail, and a thick one at that. But that's not the only one. Frieza, he also had a tail, and he was also all-powerful. It took 69 episodes just to beat him up once, and then he's like, oh wait, I'm coming back. So he also had a tail, and he was also very powerful. The fucking dragon, the green dragon that gives you all your wishes, that seems pretty all-powerful to me. He's one big fucking tail in and of its own. Referencing to the furry propaganda. Piccolo also has a tail. You might be thinking, wait, he doesn't have a tail. Yes, but when he takes off his headgear, what do you see? Two antennas. And as everyone knows, antennas are the tails of your mind. So where does that bring us? Well, in essence, it's a show. It's kind of a dog whistle show for furries around the globe that feel like they have nowhere else to go to. But the upper furries, the big furry in the sky, the upper monkey, is there trying to rally all the furries together so they can take over the world. And right now, there's not much we can do. The only thing we can do is by spreading this message, by making sure that everyone is aware that Dragon Balls, all of the shows of Dragon Balls is furry propaganda. And we should not accept it. It is dangerous, it is destructive, and it will take over our lives and enslave us and process us into food for overpowered furry monkeys if we're not careful. So make sure to spread this message. Be aware. Be careful. Every time you see a fursuit, run. Because you know he's coming after you. He's gonna eat you. And if you're not careful, if you don't choose your battles, you will be next. You will become his food. Or worse, they will transform you into a furry. And you don't want that. That's pretty much it for my message. I'm not sure how long I will survive. I don't know if they'll find me. Hopefully I'll stay safe. If something happens, pray for me. Make sure this gets out there. Make sure this gets out there. We as a human species have to protect ourselves. If not us, who will? The animals, our cattle, they're all gonna join up with the furries because they have fur too. Unlike us, we just have hair. We don't have fur. Little cats and dog pets, they're gonna start attacking you. They're gonna process you into food. They're gonna turn you into cats and dogs. So you gotta be careful. Now with that, that's my message. I wish you good luck. I don't know how we'll save ourselves, but we gotta try before they arrive. You know? I'll see what I can do on my end, and you gotta make sure you can do everything you can on your end. Let's survive this all together, and hope for the best.